If I die once, the video ends. To beat this challenge, I have to survive more than 1,200 doors and finish the entire game of doors in the same run. One mistake and everything is over. This is the Doors Verse Challenge. But before I can even attempt that, I need to prepare. The first floor is the back door, which you can see me attempting right now. It only has 50 doors, but the timer is constantly ticking down. And if it hits 0, you die. And if I want a chance at beating the full challenge, I need something called the Bottle of Starlight. So the first goal is simple. Make it to the end of the back door, get the bottle, and unlock the second rift, which lets me store items that I'll need later in the run. But before the real attempt, I'm doing some practice runs. But once I say, this is the run, that's the official attempt. No resets, no second chances. Alright, let's do this. First thing we need is 100 coins so we can buy the Bottle of Starlight at the end. Okay, nice. We're already getting some gold. That's Blitz. Just give me a second. One more room. Oh shoot, no locker. Well, that's exactly why we need practice. Alright, next run. One more door. There's the lever, but here he comes. We're kind of low on time, but we might be able to make it. We just need a little more gold. Anything in here? Oh, nice. A vial of Starlight. Blitz is coming. There's the lever. Any more gold? Died. Okay, we're not doing that bad on time, actually. Oh, another vial. Okay, hurry up, Blitz. One more minute left. Oh my god, 2 vials in one drawer? Okay, we're almost out of time. Drink this. There's the lever. Okay, that was close. And another vial? Chug, chug, chug. 19 seconds. 14 seconds. Come on, Blitz. Go, 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 go. We gotta clutch this. Next room, please, please. No, it's one of these rooms. Bro, we made it to door -18. We were so close. But after a few more runs, I finally finished the back door with over 2 minutes to spare. And the best part is once you buy the Bottle of Starlight, you can get it again as many times as you want. The only problem, you can only carry one at a time. Alright, next up, the hotel. I think I'm pretty good at this floor, so the chances of me dying here should be pretty low. Lighter, candle. Oh, there's Sally. I guess the least useful item here is the candle, so here you go. Yo, what? Why'd you hit me, bro? I literally dropped an item for you. Bro, Screech, get out of here. The thing about getting hit by Sally is not only does she take half your health, but she also removes like 25% of your HP that you just can't heal back. So yeah, love that. Alright, first room, let's see what I get. Lockpick. Not bad. Definitely could be worse. Rush already? Alright, cool. Let me grab some coins first. Oh nice, a smoothie. And vitamins. We're actually kind of set already. Oh, and one of these rooms. If only I had a skeleton key. So this is what people call mid-run rift rooms. Mid-run rift... Mid-run rift rooms. Yes, they call them that. They've got some cool stuff in them. But honestly, the only thing I care about right now is the rift. Because for this challenge, we need very specific items for later, like bandage packs and moonlight floats. So for now, I just keep going. I sped through Seek, the library, and made it to Jeff's shop with enough coins for a crucifix and a skeleton key. Also grabbed some vitamins for a speed boost. Later, I get to the hospital room, and something weird happens. You know that door with the Herba Verdus? Yeah, there were 2 of them. Now I gotta decide which one to open. I could just take it now and make things easier, or keep going and use this run as practice. I'll go with practice. But first, I use the last durability on my key. Unlock the rift. Now we've got 2 of them. Nice. Throw a smoothie in there for later so it turns into a moonlight float, saving that for when things go very wrong. I could have stopped there, but I kept going anyway. I went through Halt, Second Seek, Greenhouse. Honestly, not too bad. I even did Door 100. I didn't need to, but I just felt like it. Then I logged off and came back the next day. Okay, new run. Final attempt. 1 death, and it's over. This is the run. Alright, here we go. Also, for some reason the recording was put into this weird cinematic mode, so if you're curious, that's what that black bar is. Right away, 55 coins. That's actually a really good start. So the goal here is to stay above like 30 seconds. If it drops below that, yeah, we're basically done. Coins, coins, coins. Blitz is already showing up. I was way too close. Wrong way, of course. Go, go, go. Yes! 1 minute lever. Look, man, bro. Woo, perfect timing. This run is getting stressful. Everything has to go right. 3 doors, 2, 1, and it's locked. Of course it is. But we made it. Barely. Now the actual run starts. As soon as I spawn in, I grab my heals from the rift, moonlight float, and bandages. Later we're gonna need those. Early game is pretty normal. Rush shows up kinda late, nothing too crazy. Then I get the figure, and I don't have enough gold for everything. I wanted the crucifix and the skeleton key, but yeah, that's not happening. Then I realized I literally need the skeleton key anyway, so problem solved. And then somehow, I find 2 lockpicks. I don't know how. I'm not complaining though. Jeff actually comes in clutch. I grab the skeleton key, a flashlight, and head out. Door 61. Lever, maze, and finally... the rooms. Alright, here we go again. Door 62, we got A60 already. Good start, I guess. Then A120 shows up super early. And somehow, A90 doesn't show up until way later. Like, way later. First time I get hit, yeah, it hurts. A lot. Then it just keeps happening. A90 again. And again. By the time I get to the 900s, I'm basically 1 hit away from losing the entire run. No pressure. 37 doors left. I've gone through nearly 1,000. At this point, I'm just trying not to mess up. Every single sound is terrifying, bro. And then, finally, after all of that, door A1000. Ooh, the barrel of starlight. And yeah, it's kind of insane. Infinite heals, speed boost, and I'm glowing now for some reason. Again, not complaining, but the run's still not over. I still have to finish the hotel, the greenhouse, the outdoors, and the mines. And honestly, after all of that, I'm not gonna mess it up now. When I got back, I was immediately greeted with the hospital, which actually gave me a bunch of useful items, but I don't have the key anymore. So no Herbovertus. Next room. Halt. I used my vitamins to speed it up a bit, but honestly, the key to this challenge isn't going fast. It's just being patient and not messing up. And yeah, I took some damage. For a second, I almost used my barrel to heal, but there is no way I'm ending it like that. Not to halt. Nah. And then somehow, I found another skeleton key, which made me realize something I hadn't even thought about before. I had never actually gone to the outdoors from the hotel, so I had no idea if I needed a skeleton key or not. And yeah, I did. I didn't know it at the time, but that one random item probably saved me hours. I made it through the greenhouse and finally got to it. the outdoors. I spawned in, and honestly, everything was going pretty well. I looked around for a bit, even met some of the locals. Nothing too crazy yet. I made it to iStock, which I somehow got through without risking the whole challenge. So I'll take that. I also found a petal, and if you get 8 of these, you can give them to Grampy, and he'll give you a lotus flower, which lets you revive whenever you place it. Which reminds me, there's one more rule for this challenge. I can't use revives. So yeah, that's basically a revive, so there's no point in taking it. And right after that, I found Grampy, which means one thing: boss fight. Oh my gosh, the scene always jump scares me, bro. Alright, so for everyone who doesn't know, this extra little guy is called Bramble. He, and everything else here, is controlled by the big flower. Big flower bad. We don't like big flower. So basically, the goal here is to find 3 things. I don't know what they're called. I just call them choppy things. When the light's on, you don't move. When the light's off, you run around and try to find the choppy things. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I managed to squeeze my way through this boss fight, and I beat it. And just like that, we're done with the outdoors. The mines. Okay, so I guess this is why this thing's here. And we have like 30,000 coins from the rooms. So yeah, I'm just gonna buy whatever. I left Jeff's shop with possibly the most overpowered hotbar ever. Bloombat, Screech, and dead ends were popping up left and right. After some stress, I made it to 3rd figure, which is probably my least favorite room in the game. Luckily, I found one just sitting on a table, so that's 1 out of 3 already. I followed Figure over the next set of lockers, but I was way too worried he'd hear me, so I hid in the safest place I could find, which was behind this button. Yeah. I spanned the lockers until I found the second one, and then I realized one was already in the generator. So I just put them in and got out of there. But we're not done yet. We're almost there though. Door 170 was my real fear. I had only gone to this room once, and I had no idea how to do it. Last time I was here, I was so confused that dread just came and got me. So this time, yeah, I actually have to focus. I climbed the ladder and started figuring it out. Okay, so there's a block blocking the door down there. So I need a cart to break it. So it goes around here, pull this lever so it goes this way, go around here, and yeah, I see that roof room, but there's just nothing I can do about it. Go back down here, boom, broken. On to the next room. I started getting eyes, which means we're getting close to the mine's second seek chase, which thankfully I don't have to go through first figure, first seek, or the nest, since I came from the outdoors. And before I knew it, I was there. One of the kind of cool things you could do here is you can actually see Queen Grumble hiding up there if you shine your light. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna hold my crucifix just in case. Oh, there's ambush. Okay. I just need 2 lockers close together because of hide. You don't screech. Okay, I'm gonna try this, but I'm holding the crucifix just in case. Oh. I am so glad I was holding that. I would have been dead right there. It's fine. I didn't want to deal with him anyway. Only now I feel much less safe. My gosh, bro. Was that rush? I don't think so, but it could be. I'm risking it anyways. Okay, here we are. If I die, it's here. The 190s. Every room is dark, so there's no signal for rush. Meanwhile, Screech and Gloombats are making noise over everything, so you can barely hear anything. Eyes are bouncing around everywhere, so it's hard to even look up and find lockers. Amount of bandages. Great. 93, 94, 95, 96. 97. Oh, dude. I'm ready to drink this if I need to. 99. Wait, no! Am I gonna die? Oh, thank goodness. That's it. I'm drinking this. Here we go. 200. The final stretch. One mistake and everything's over. Every door. Every entity. It all comes down to this. One boss fight. No pressure at all. Each layer has valves you need to pull to drain the seek juice. Each layer has more and more valves that you have to get to. The first has 3. You're kidding! To get to these valves, you have to jump across debris over this, seek juice. If you fall in, it's not instant death, but your health goes down really fast. So you've got to get out quick. Finally, first layer done. Now for the second. Shoot! Ooh, that was close. Here's another gulp. Last one of the second layer. Nice. Last layer. Don't mess this up, Leo. There's the missiles. Shoot, not again! Two. If it wasn't for this, I wouldn't even be alive right now. Just one more. Okay. This is it. It's been fun, but it hasn't. That's it. All those doors, all those entities, every single challenge I faced was for that. Something I don't even get a badge for. Oh well, at least it's over.